Hey friends, Katie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a video I've wanted to do for a super long time, and that is makeup products I don't regret not buying. Now before I get into it, I have a couple things to say. First off is I'm sorry about this lighting today. It is kind of playing me. It was sunny like 2 seconds ago, but I already had my makeup on. It already looks pretty good, so I figured might as well go ahead and film this anyways. And the lighting isn't terrible, it's just a little bit gloomy today. Oopsies. And then also what I have to say is today's video is going to be a collab with Simply Makeup XO. I haven't done a collab in so long, so I'm super excited to be collabing with her. And our video styles are slightly different. Like I'm more like in front of the camera and she kind of like does more of the products shots and stuff like that, so that's interesting. So be sure to go check out her video. After this, of course, she's doing the same video, and also subscribe to her and all that fun stuff. And if you're coming from her channel, hello, I'm Katie, nice to meet you. Go ahead and subscribe and stuff. I make beauty and lifestyle videos. I post Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and sometimes bonus days. Sometimes I post daily. It kind of depends the time of the year, the season, what I'm doing that day, that kind of stuff. But as of right now, my schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and stuff like that. So be sure to subscribe because you're getting a lot of great content from me, of course. And yeah, I'm super excited about this video and stuff, and I'm super excited to be collabing on this. So yes, I'm so excited. So let's just get right into the video. Okay, so fun fact also about these, I guess, products. So I kind of went back into videos like buy or buy videos. I went back to anti-hauls. I went way back, and I also, these are things that came to my mind when it came to products that I don't regret not buying, because there are a lot of products I say, oh yeah, I'm not gonna buy that, and it's kind of funny because you're kind of finding out like, do I actually like regret not buying this or do I not? It's kind of like, I actually, my opinion I said in the beginning is I didn't want to buy this and it still stayed the same. So it's kind of interesting to talk about that, and if you like this kind of style of video, I will definitely do more in the future. I guess the first thing that I don't regret not buying is the Too Faced and Kandee Johnson collection. Now I know a lot of people hype this up, a lot of people loved this, and I know people personally that loved this, but personally after the nikkei tutorials collab, which is by Pan the Pelt this year, check that out. I'll link it up in the cards if you do want to check that out. I couldn't buy this collab. I was just like, no, I can't do this to myself. Like after the Too Faced and nikkei collab, I was like, nope, I can't. Like I feel like they're regular, just regular palettes. Any other products that are part of the regular line are fine, but I find when they do collabs, I find that it's not the best quality, at least within the last couple of years it's been like that, and I'm not necessarily a fan of that. And everything looked awesome in the collab. I think the like design and everything like that, it looked awesome, but like to me, I was like, I can't buy into that this time and stuff. And I love Kandee Johnson. I've loved her for years, but personally I just couldn't buy into that this time. I couldn't do that. Okay, so the next one is the Lorac Mega Pro 4. Now I have the Mega Pro 2 and I love it, but I couldn't buy into this just because the colors in this I just wasn't in love with, first off. But the Mega Pro 4 came out and it was a lot of purples and just weird colors. I did not like the looks of that palette. I just was not a fan of it. No. And I'm kind of like falling out of love with their shadows. I mean, the Mega Pro 3 is my favorite. The original Pro formula, the first palette of theirs, is amazing, but the other ones, I'm not feeling it. So yeah, that's one where I'm just like, eh. Next one is the Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette. I don't really own anything from Fenty Beauty. I'm gonna do a loves list and I'll tell you what I want to get from Fenty Beauty, but as of right now, I don't really own anything. I've tried their foundation, but I don't really own anything. The Galaxy palette, I'm not really into the Galaxy theme like everyone on YouTube seems to be. I mean, not everyone. I know there's people that aren't into it, but personally I wasn't into it. I'm not really into the like really stark colors. It's just not my theme. It's not my personal preference with makeup. It's just not my thing. I'm more of a neutral girl. As many of you know who watch my channel, I also like to play with color from time to time, but for the most part I like neutrals, and just these are too stark, like blue, green. Ugh, I just was not a fan of this collection, and just I'm not a fan of galaxy-ness. No. Okay, so the next one is the Tarte Maracujá Gold Oil. Now I'm into the Tarte Maracujá oil. I don't have a Maracujá oil at the current moment, but I am into the Maracujá oil. I'm just not not really a fan of like the goldness. Like I don't need gold sparkles in my oil to make me feel good, like, or to like make my skin look good. I just feel like that's unnecessary, or you get a glow from the oil as is, and just I wasn't a fan of this. And I did mention this in a buy or buy video, which I'll just link my whole playlist of these up above if you want to check that out. But I just wasn't a fan of like those. I just found that it was just like, I don't know, I just think it's unnecessary to put glitter in an oil. Like what? Yeah, so I'm so happy and I do not regret not buying that. Okay, so the next one is the Colourpop Soul and Mar palette. I know everyone seems to love these, but personally I feel like there's enough warm tone shadows out there. I feel like there's enough blues out there. So for me, this just was something I put in my like not buying category a couple months ago. I just wasn't really into this. I just wasn't feeling it, and I just feel like those shadows are already done enough. So I definitely don't regret not buying this. Like I definitely don't, and I'm not gonna go in and buy it. These are just like things that I'm just like, do we really need this? Probably not. Like yeah, that's just another thing where I'm just like, it's done many times, like we don't that. So next is the Lorac Pro 4. Again, Lorac. Just wasn't feeling this palette release either. It kind of reminds me of the Sweet Peach, the peach palette from Too Faced. Kind of reminds me of that, and I just feel like, I don't know, I just wasn't into the vibe of the palette. I felt like it was a weird color story. I mean, it wasn't too weird. It kind of reminds me of the peach palette, like I said, but I don't know, I just wasn't really into it, and I'm just kind of stepping away from Lorac, especially because their cruelty-free status, which I'm getting there with that, is kind of sketchy. So I'm kind of stepping away from the brand in general. But I don't know, I'm just wasn't feeling the color story for that either. Just another one which a lot of people are gonna be like, either yes Katie, I agree with you, or like Katie, you were crazy, is the Anastasia Subculture palette. I can't remember if I mentioned this in an anti-haul. I believe it was an anti-haul because I was doing anti-hauls for a while. Yeah, this, I'm not a fan of the palette. The color story is just not a favorite of mine. I love Anastasia's shadows, but I personally just wasn't like a fan of this kind of collaboration. Like it just wasn't a favorite of mine. Like I don't know, like I'm not like huge like blue, green, whatever you want to call those shades. Like I'm not that kind of person. Like I don't love that for my makeup personally. It's just not my kind of color story. It's just not, and I don't regret not buying that because I'm not a fan of the colors, and then there was so much like controversy around the palette, so I'm definitely happy I do not own that. I know some of you might like that, but personally just I wasn't gonna buy into that anyways. So yeah, I'm so happy I did not purchase that, and I definitely don't regret it at all. Okay, so the last thing I have on there is pretty general, but I'll get into that, is the metallic liquid lipstick trend. I did not buy into that. I definitely do not regret buying into that. Now there's so many metallic liquid lipsticks released within the last couple years, especially this year, or this past year, 2018, the year that has passed. Like I just said, Too Faced launched some. I know Colourpop did. Went Wild. Literally every single brand launched them, and I just could not buy into that. I don't mind if gloss has shimmer in it, but chunks of glitter in a liquid lipstick, no, I can't buy into that. And I definitely, yeah, I do not regret not buying into that at all, because to me it is insane. I don't like the look of it. Just not a fan, and everyone has different makeup preferences, which is why like I love the kind of video like this, because it's interesting to find out. Maybe I don't regret not buying something, but you might feel different about things I'm mentioning, which is fun. And yeah, just not a fan of the glitter in the liquid lipsticks. I just don't. It looks so weird on the lips too. Like not a fan, not a fan. And yeah, so that's all the products that I'm mentioning for the products I don't regret not buying. These are other products I definitely don't regret not buying, and I'm sure I'll have another list for you. Maybe I'll do this at the end of the year as kind of like, maybe these are the products I don't regret buying in 2019. Maybe I will do that and stuff like that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, please go check out her video also down below. I have it linked for you. Her channel, go subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. But I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below products you do not regret not buying this year. That is kind of a mouthful, I know. And yeah, so please subscribe if you haven't already, because I post videos every single week. Like I said, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays are my upload days as of right now and stuff like that. So I hope you subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a great day, night, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.